Alright viewers, today's little YABO, I'm sure I'll get plenty of comments about this little air compressor ain't worth a flip, but you got to realize I only paid $69 for it. My big air compressor certainly would be better to get it running. In the meantime, I can use this to blow up car tires, maybe use an occasional pneumatic tool, hook an air hose up and blow some dirt out of the back of the car or something. I don't expect a whole lot out of this thing. But that's my YABO today, a 3-gallon light-duty air compressor from Harbor Freight. Let's open it up and take a look at it. If you don't have an office chair to roll around your garage, you don't know what you're missing. Sure beats them little stools they sell for only about a foot high. That ain't gonna cut it. Oh, they told me at Harbor Freight, if you bring that thing back open, it's going to be a 20% restocking shelf. Now, how are you going to know if it works or not if you don't open it? I just ain't worried about it. Well, she said, you want the warranty for it. It's good for 2 years. $13 or something. And I thought, well, I don't know how good their warranty is, but if this thing goes bad, I might be wishing I'd have bought their warranty. So I went ahead and paid her $13 more for the warranty. It came to $88, something like that. Just gotta hold your mouth right. Okay, we got the box open. 3-gallon oil-free portable air compressor. This is oblong one, not the round one. I spent 20-30 minutes just trying to take this old air hose part that I took off the compressor in the garage. Had an extra hose on it. But we're going to pull this booger bear out and see, does it work? Alright, looks like it's got 2 gauges on it. One says the tank. Tool pressure is on the right. I don't expect miracles from $69, but if you need a little air compressor, it might come in handy. Now those little 12-volt ones you plug in your car cigarette lighter are alright, but you ain't always got a cigarette lighter to plug in these days. Let's run an extension cord over here. And give her a whirl. They paid some little Chinaman over there $2 an hour to wrap them bow ties around them things. Okay, the cord is about 5 feet long. Alright, we got the air hose hooked up. Where's the other end? Let's see, I got a little air chuck on there. Let's take it off. Put this on there. Here we go, folks. It's a McGraw. The brand name says McGraw. Maybe you better read some instructions. Might not be a bad idea. Extension cord not recommended. Plug it directly into the wall. We're going to run an extension cord. If the compressor automatically shuts off before reaching its normal cutoff pressure, turn it off, unplug it for 15 minutes, then plug it back in. Turn the unit on to resume operation. So it might trip out. I'm assuming turning this thing to the left will lower my tool pressure. I'm going to go to the left a little bit with that. It's got a pop-off valve over here. See, it's in the air in it. Nope. I have got a heavy-duty extension cord here. It's about 25 feet long. Here goes nothing, folks. We're going to plug her in. Well, it's plugged in. I don't hear it jumping. Maybe it's got an on-off switch. There we go. It's right here on the side. Here we go. Contact. Well, that took long enough. I was standing back because I didn't know if it was going to blow up or not. How much we got in there? Tank's got right at 110 pounds in it. Tool pressure, I cranked it down to 40. See what we got here. We're going to blow up my trailer tires for 40 ain't going to get it. Well, I drained that right on down. You run that up to it don't take If you're going to do a whole lot of blowing, you need more than a 1 gallon reservoir. I can see that. But as far as blowing up a tire, it'll still work just fine for that. You just gotta wait till the tire blows up. And essentially, the tire is the reservoir when you're blowing in it. I've done spent 5 minutes trying to coil up a hose. Battery be done died on my GoPro. Maybe I better see how much air has got to go in that tire. Tube tight. takes a long time to pump up a gallon of air with this little compressor, but it does pump it up. Now, I made a mistake. I looked at my tool pressure gauge wrong without my glasses, and I thought it said 30, it said 60. So I put 60 pounds in my little tire. It only cost for 30, so I drained it all back out and readjusted the pressure to about looks like somewhere around 30 on the tool pressure. It'll be 30 long when I put this leaky chuck on there. Main thing is put some air in the tire and not too much. I would give you $2 for that gauge. Do it the old-fashioned way, squeeze the tire. I like to pump them up every time I use it, unless I get some of that leak stuff to put in them tires. I haven't tried pulling this trailer with my lawnmower, my new hitch I built. We might do a run just to pull it around the driveway. Alright folks, we got some air in my tires. That was the main thing I wanted to do today. And try out my air compressor. It'll work in a pinch. I wouldn't write home about it. If you want a good air compressor, get a bigger one. If you only got $69 to spend, sure beats a hand pump. I looked all over this garage for my bicycle pump. Can't find it. I blew up many a tire with a hand pump. Alright, let's bring out the lawnmower and do a run down the driveway. See how the trailer hitch works. Better put my air compressor up. Well, my friends, I mounted my trailer hitch a little too high on my grasshopper lawnmower. Won't be a big deal to drill some new holes and lower it. Right now we're going to leave it like it is. Let's give her a run.